Welcome to Newt's World Podcast on the iHeart Podcast Network. Episode 6 of the Greatest American Inventions. Today, we're not talking about a device or a network or a machine. We're talking about a needle and the liquid it contained, and the millions of children who held out their arms and were saved. The polio vaccine. If you were born after 1960, you probably never known anyone who had polio. That absence is itself the measure of this invention's success. But if you were born before 1955, you almost certainly remember what summers were like when polio was real. Swimming pools closed, movie theaters emptied, parents kept children indoors. The iron lung, a metal cylinder that breathed for you when the virus had paralyzed your respiratory muscles, was a fixture of hospital wards. In 1952, the worst outbreak in American history, nearly 58,000 cases, 3,000 dead, more than 21,000 paralyzed. Jonas Salk would not accept this. Working at the University of Pittsburgh, he pursued what the scientific establishment considered the wrong approach: a killed virus vaccine using an activated poliovirus that could not cause disease, but would still trigger an immune response. The leading researchers of the day believed only a live, weakened virus could produce lasting immunity. Salk disagreed, and he was right. His approach was methodical and meticulous, identifying which strains were circulating, finding ways to grow the virus in sufficient quantities, killing it reliably without destroying its ability to provoke immunity. By 1953, he was confident enough to inoculate himself and his own family. In 1954, the largest clinical trial in American history, 1.8 million children, called Polio Pioneers, received either the Salk vaccine or a placebo. On April 12, 1955, 10 years to the day after President Roosevelt's death, the results were announced in Ann Arbor, safe and effective. In some trials, 90% efficacy against paralytic polio. Church bells rang across the country. Strangers embraced. Schools let children out early. President Eisenhower, a man who had commanded the Allied forces in Europe and witnessed extraordinary things, reportedly broke down in tears when he met Salk at the White House. And then came the question every reporter wanted to ask: who owns the patent on this vaccine? Salk looked puzzled. The people, he said. Could you patent the sun? He had deliberately not patented the vaccine. He wanted it manufactured as widely and cheaply as possible, as quickly as possible. The royalties, had he patented, would have been worth billions. He gave it away. The results were swift and dramatic. 58,000 cases in 1952, fewer than 6,000 by 1957, fewer than 1,000 by 1961. Wild poliovirus eliminated from the United States by 1979. Albert Sabin's oral vaccine, introduced in 1961, made immunization even easier. Taken on a sugar cube, no needle required, and accelerated the global campaign. Thanks to the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, launched in 1988, wild poliovirus has been driven to the very edge of extinction worldwide. Salk's decision not to patent the vaccine speaks to a tradition in American science that I find deeply important. There's always been a tension between the commercial and the philanthropic in American innovation. Both traditions are legitimate. The profit motive drives enormous amounts of research. But Salk represents something different. The scientist who sees his work as fundamentally in the service of humanity, who looks at a child in an iron lung and does not calculate a royalty, who looks at the sun and says, "You cannot own this." That tradition, the land-grant university, publicly funded research, discovery shared with the world, is also deeply American. Salk died in 1995, still a working scientist, pursuing research into AIDS. And the children who held out their arms in 1954 are in their 70s and 80s now. Many walk without braces. Many breathe without machines. They got to grow up and have children and grandchildren because Jonas Salk decided he could not patent the sun. Next time, we move from medicine to military research and to the night of October 29th, 1969, when a graduate student typed 2 letters and accidentally changed the world. Newt's World is produced by Gingrich 360 and iHeartMedia. Our executive producer is Garnsey Sloan. Our researcher is Rachel Peterson. Special thanks to the team at Gingrich 360. If you've been enjoying Newt's World, I hope you'll go to Apple Podcasts and both rate us with 5 stars and give us a review so others can learn what it's all about. Join me on Substack at Gingrich360.net. I'm Newt Gingrich. This is Newt's World.